I love this question. Self care. How can I exhibit more self care? Hmm. I love this question. Now, one of my favorite topics, right? Because self care for me is something that most women neglect for themselves and they identify self care with the wrong things. Now, here's what I hear a lot of women say about self care. I do my nails, I take myself to the spa. Girl, I will go and buy myself some stuff. Where this can be self care, it's only self care if you have done the internal care. Get that? If you can identify those things as self care, you must have already completed the internal care. What that is, glad you asked. Well, most times, women who are self caring or saying they're doing great self care have not done the internal work on who they are. So, for me, first thing of becoming a person who can really care for themselves is actually knowing who that person is. Simple as that. Know who you are. And just before you say, well, I know who I am, I want you to really dig and say, like, what are my principles? What am I aligned with? What is my belief? What are my guiding principles that I actually use for life decisions? What is my actually lighthouse? Where does it guide me? Do it change based on circumstances or it stays the same regardless? Because that's really key to knowing who you are. What are my likes? What are my dislikes? Can I actually rattle that off? But that same person who can't do those things might think by shopping that self care. So here's some examples I want to give you. Most women have a problem saying no. Not no to the obvious no, but no to the things that cause them to actually lose themselves, to take away from them. Meaning this, have you ever been in a situation where you are exhausted, tired, and some friend, family, loved one, even your boss say, can you do this? And all you were thinking about before that person said that, I need to sleep. I need some more time. I just need to lie down and rest. And that person go, can you do this, please? I really need you to do this. And you go, yes. That's not self-care. Sorry, it's not. Self-care would say, you know what? I wish I could, but at this present moment, I can't. I just can't. And you do not need to explain that. But if you're starting to learn to say no, you will find yourself explaining it because you need to justify it. When you're caring for yourself, you don't need to justify it. Because understand this, in order to care for yourself, just means you're going to care for the people that you love even better. I know that's a little heavy to really digest because you're thinking, no, I got to do this for them. That shows care. I know personally I have struggled with being on a plane, having four children, and I know this is going to be clear for so many mothers. Being on a plane, I have four kids traveling with me, and the person come on the mic and says, if for any instance this plane is going down, the mask that dropped from above, put it on yourself first and then on your kids. I literally thought she was nuts. I promise you, I have judged flight attendants over and over when I had little ones because I thought like she must not have kids. She can't understand why I would put it on my kids first. But guess what? It's the same principle that applies. If you put it on you, you're in a better position to put it on them. And that's what self care is. Putting the oxygen on you first so you can then put it on them. You can't give them the oxygen. If you're gone, you're wiped out, you're not there. So that's a great way to start with your self care. Think of it as I am getting oxygen first so that I can give them oxygen. So, things that you can do is I would encourage you to take an afternoon. Sunday is always Sunday of self care. Take Sunday afternoon, sit down by yourself, and start writing on a piece of paper. I have this in one of my courses on self love. Write down on a piece of paper 10 things that you absolutely love about who you are. It is incredible. And then write 10 things that you absolutely like about you. And then 3 things that you would tweak about yourself. It's a great way to start actually knowing who you are. It's called the LLC. So 10 likes, 10 loves, and 3 tweaks, changes. That's what you do. And that will be a great start. Now, if you've done the work on yourself, a great thing to do um, on the external is like read a book, find alone time, actually listen to music, listen to soothing music, take a walk, take a bath. All these things relax you mentally, spiritually, physically. And that's what you want to do. And then when you do all that, girl, go get your shopping on. See you on the other side. Now, ladies, remember, you have to be intentional about the results you want to create. And if you want to create the results that you are actually really completely full and overflowing, the first thing is the first thing serve the internal you. All right, guys.